What's up? What's up? Round two, right? Round two. Just a quick one. I just wanted to do serve and AEO, and I figured why not just do it live, right? What's up, Jersey? So here we go on AEO. Had a nice day today again. Everybody should be in profits. We're catching up on the stock family with you on it. What do you think, Project Hollywood? You made the big time with the big dogs, right? Yeah. What's up, Memphis? Just a quick one here. I'm not staying on long. I'm wore out. And nice 30% call serve today. Should have held on. Hey man, take 30% any day. We can do serve first. I sold mine at 57%, I think. So it's worked pretty doggone nice. I like it, Memphis. I like that. So here's the last thing I charted. None of them sounded like me, did they, Zen? Thanks, Roberto. Thanks, Donald. Thank you. Monsimian, thank you. Hello. Just a quick stream. I wanted to hit serve and AEO right fast while I had a little bit of gas in the tank. I'll tell you something surprised me. Today's Apple didn't really surprise me. I told somebody the other day, 235 on Apple. Looking like we're heading that way. I like it. What's up, Kelly? So check out that RSI. Right. So we identified the pattern. I follow the pattern down on RSI, right? When we got that break, it started peeking over on this candle right here. Right up there. This is why I love RSI, because it's the earliest indicator. Let's see here. I guess this candle here. Right? Check that candle out, man. If you get in at the top of that candle, it's 975. Right? So 975 to 1220 today. I'll take that. You can see my first target above the first two targets was 1240, so pretty doggone close. Pretty close. Now comes breakout. Probably going to consolidate a little bit. Let me move this out of the way. What's up? Yeah, I'm gonna watch UNH. I will take one look at it That's the only ones I'm going to do tonight. Serve, AEO, UNH. It hit this resistance here perfect. We are 62 on RSI. Let's hold it. If we can hold 62 on the RSI, we might back test 11, in which I'll reload. I think I kept one call for a runner right now. I sold the other ones today between 51 and 57%. So this was a good payday today. Now, depending on how many you had, or either way, it was 57%. Daggone good one. Okay. Serve on the 1 hour. You saw how overheated we got, 87. Let's see if this 1 hour kind of drift back towards 50 and hold. I'd say $11 be my first support here. Maybe even 11:30. Catch this back here. This is some previous resistance that we broke. So $11. Let's get it to hold 11. I like that. I'll reload some on 11 and watch to see if it'll hold. And then 1240 is our next resistance. So this is the next buy zone. It has technically broke out of this downtrend, depending on how you've got your lines. If we've got, let me just get rid of everything for a second here. Sort of like that. That's pretty doggone close. You can see we're breaking up out of it. Okay. So, no, Juliana, it's not too late. Looking for it to now hold 11. We want to come back, hold 11. I cut most of my position today. I told everybody, for very nice gains. It owed me. I've stuck with this play a while. And we had a nice average, but got wicked out once down here. So it is what it is. I got back into play. These were December calls. January calls. They were January 16th calls. 57 or 58% today. So let's back test 11. See if it holds. If 11 doesn't hold, 970. So I would like to see 11 hold. I think it's going to. The daily RSI is looking really nice. Daily MACD flipped up finally, gave us a confirmation. Right? Next thing is, does this blue line make its way to the 0 line of the MACD? Right there. If this blue line does, this is another buy signal. Then we're starting to look up here and then back up to this 15 area. Now, anything above that is possible, but I'm being realistic too. That gets us back towards previous highs where the cup started. Then we got to work through this mess back here. So we'll see what happens, okay? It's played nicely. Yeah, I agree, Zen. $10 would be nice too. Exactly, Zen. Yeah, me too, Uncle Robbie. Me want more. I'd like to reload and run them again for 50 to 60%, right? Pretty close, right, Juliana? Pretty close. So let's keep our eye on it. And it's okay to take profits on the way. It's okay. You know, I'm definitely not going to be up here holding a full position. When I reload, I will exit on the way up. And then what happens is we will sell into people that wants to buy up here. Right? I don't want to buy up here. That's why we've been buying down here. We want to buy on support, sell into resistance, guys. Roberto, they were January 16th, $10 strikes. Yep, it's cooking. I'm going to reload tomorrow or the next day. We'll see what hits. Raise Mania again, my brother. We did it 3 times today, maybe 4, right? So that daily MACD, that's what we need to confirm next. We want the MACD to get to the 0 line. Then we got to play on our hand, right? You can see what happened. Let's go back and test that. Look here, guys. You see right here when this blue line fired through? Right there. This candle. Previous highs right here. Look at the run we got. 720 to 14. That's 100% move. So we have drifted down on RSI and MACD, all the while holding 40 to 60. We just now peaked over 60. We barely peaked under 40 for a day. Just barely. You know what? That's what I'm big on. All right. Good with that. Let's do AEO. And somebody asked for UNH, and then I'm out. That's it for tonight. AEO, right back up to my resistance line again. I'm up on these a little, nothing crazy, but I'm up. We break over this 1350, 1355 area. This is the consolidation we're in, guys. Here it is on the daily. Here we go. Right there. Trying to break up out of this. Here's the cool thing right now, just like I've been telling you. RSI goes first. We're crossing the signal line right now. Can we push through 60? MACD confirms. Right. That's the next step. We got to get through 1350. 1350 doesn't go. We can try another run off the lows down here at 12. Rinse and repeat. Okay. Hey, Vet. Raise, yeah, I'll probably get up. I'll probably go on before market again. Do pre-market. I feel you, Monsimian. I feel you. You must have got in a little bit high. $12 on AEO on American Eagle. That was a better entry. The weekly is drifting up, looking bullish. We're at 55 on American Eagle. So let's see if the momentum can continue. Get us through 60 and get us up to the zero line on the weekly. That would be a nice breakout. Okay. Here's breakout, guys. I guess technically 1360. So 1360 gets broke. We can start heading back towards 16, 17 area pretty easily. And then 18 to 20 area after that, right? Michelle, it's really situational. That could be a bunch of different answers. The main thing with the swing is, why am I getting in it, and why am I getting in it at that time? American Eagle, had I had this on my radar, on this, I've been loving looking at the weeklies. So getting a retest, getting a rejection off 40, and a retest of the signal line, I love that play. I love that play. I love that play on a 5-minute chart. I played that today 2 times on a 5-minute. Cross up, back test of the signal line, and it holds, move up. Just like price action. So I would have loved to have bought on those lows, but it wasn't on my radar. Like back here on these 2 lows here. Basically the same area. These were great buys at 930. But, I take what I get. I'm in the green now. We're in the green on American Eagle. Let's see if it breaks out. Look at UNH, and then that's it for me. So, Michelle, that could be, are you swinging shares? Are you swinging options? It's just having the plan. You got to have the plan. So if AEO pulls back to 12, will be good. Juliana, yeah, I think that is support. Either a pullback to 12 or a breakout trade over this 1360 area. You start getting over it with like 30-minute candle closing, then we're confirming for a move back up here. So if we don't get that pullback down here to the $12 area, then you're gonna wait for breakout, or you have to make some decisions on if you're going to average in this range right in here. Zen Trader, yep. Oh, why I bought the January expiration? Well, it's almost September, so I thought on serve You know, this second time around, we got a really good entry. And I thought, you know, to get back to an ultimate goal of $15, could it you know, it's been in consolidation since May. This is August. If this needed to stay in this channel another run and down, you could be looking into September, end of September, possibly October, and get a retest down here of like 840 or something. So getting the January calls means I would have held till mid-October, something like that, half the time. So if I'm buying 6 months out, I'm probably going to hold 3 months at the most, unless it develops, right? Just taking my time. The January calls were let's see here. You guys can see that, right? Yeah. Okay. Here's the January calls on the daily, and we loaded a couple days ago back here. But you can see the life of this right now. If these contracts want to play like the stock, something like that, you know, they could have dipped on back down some. Just giving it time, really. Giving it time to develop. Being conservative. I liked the price of them. I liked that the delta was over 0.5. Delta was 0.68, and the open interest was really good on the $10 calls. So that's what I liked about it. Okay. Thanks, Project. Yeah, you could have played the September 19th. It's just you didn't have that much time. As much time, I should say. UNH was the other one. And then we'll wrap it. So I'm watching this weekly on UNH. And I notice, you know, when you go way back on UNH, this is 2018, to get back to these lows, there's a lot of nice volume here, right? A lot of nice volume here for buying for long term. What I'm watching for is that, can the weekly RSI hold above 40? If not, I'm going to run that same play I just showed you, where this RSI, here's the signal line projection, here's the RSI. If it comes back down and interacts with the signal, makes a higher low, and let's say we could pull back to 275. $235 would be a pretty sizable pullback. I like the top of this shelf back here, and that lines up with 275 perfect. when I bring that on over on previous price before, awfully doggone close with all those bottoms here. When this finally broke out and started retesting, you got two really good retests at 275. So I got that on my radar. If this thing wants to pull back 275 and can hold it, I'll be buying leaps. I'm gonna buy some leaps on this. This is gonna take time to play. I'll be buying a year out or better. So this is gonna take time to play. Because when this thing gets over 326, and mark my words, it's gonna get over 326 at some point. She's gone. It is gone. Right back up here. Right back to 440. Pretty easy. Pretty doggone easy. Because there's nothing there. There is nothing there. If I stretch this on back, this is all consolidation up here. There ain't much here. There's not much there. When it broke, it broke. So, when we get back above this, she's going to rock it. I would rather be buying off of 275 instead of waiting for a breakout at 325. And I think we have time for this to develop on the weekly. So, that's my thoughts. MACD is still crossed up, pointing up. This could just interact with each other once, the MACD lines and the signal line. Hit bounce while this RSI pulls back, interacts. If this don't hold 40, it looks like it's curling back down to me. We'll see what happens, but that's what it looks like. Okay. All right. Any other quick questions? Me too, Zen. Oh. All right. Slow down, dude. Cheaper 2x UNHC. Monsimian, maybe for loading up for if you catch momentum right and you're low, you're running this for 6 months or something. Possibly. If I'm not mistaken, maybe Zen Trader can shed a light on this. Isn't there some kind of decay on those plays, those 2x leverage plays, Zen? I don't think you want to hold those like forever. Thank you, Debbie. Juan Nuela, thank you so very much. I've not went over the Qs. Yeah, that's right, Zen. Those 2x can eat your decay. Yeah, they decay, Monsimian. So that's not something you want to buy and just hold forever like UNH stock. It can pay. It can pay for a swing trade. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be just holding that. T. Ledesma, sure. I'll do my best too. I'm not the best with it, but I'll do my best. Absolutely. Project Hollywood in the house. What's up? So Juan Nuela, if I'm saying that right, I'll hit the Qs for you right fast. Thanks for coming over and subbing and joining the channel. If you're looking for Qs are basically range bound here, right? We're going to see what kind of effects NVIDIA have tomorrow, so be careful. Qs are range bound. 569 support. About 570 here's local support. Somewhere in that neighborhood, right? 570, 50. These would be my two supports under you, close. If we break 569, you got 566.50 on the table. Right there. Then 561. Somewhere in this neighborhood. All the way down to 558. So that'd be what I'm watching for with Q's. Resistance above. One area of interest here. 572. 572. 573.50. Maybe 574. 573.50. There'd be two resistance lines above you. Pretty close. 572, 573.80. Okay? Overall, the Qs are still technically in bullish hands. $574.75. This could be also forming a head and shoulders. Head, shoulder. Could we get another shoulder here? So that could be bearish, okay? All right. I got to go. I love you. I appreciate y'all so much. Big time. Watch that on the Qs. On the daily. Setting up a lot like the SPY. 548.25 down here. Can't lose that. That's a good piece away though. So there you go. Thanks, Royal. Thanks, Juan. Thank you so much. Come back, hang out with us. If you want to support, you can hit the description in the video. Monsimian, thank you. You're very welcome. Royal, thank you. Hollywood. The Hammer, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Hollywood, as far as options trading goes, the liquidity's there for both, and there's virtually no spread on the Qs as well as the SPY. So depends on which one you like tracking better. Sometimes the Qs probably move a little better at times, a little more tech weighted. So yeah, what we're looking at when we day trade, Qs could play nicely for you. Not a ton of difference, but sometimes they vary a little bit here and there. All right, my friends, I love you. Hit the description, hit the like, hit the sub if you've not already, and if you want to support, hit the description in the video. Everything's there. Email's there if you're interested in coaching or small group classes. Got another small group coming up real soon, and I'll be announcing that date pretty quick. It won't be too long from now. Okay. I know it, Nash. Daryl, thanks. Yep, thank you all. How'd you turn that volume bar? Kobe, I did have a good time. It felt cool being with those guys. It felt cool being with them. But they're, I probably froze up talking a little bit. I sounded like Uncle Jed on the Clampets or something, probably. I tried to hold my own. All right. That volume bar that I use, Mr. White, I teach on it quite a bit and use it a lot. That's called the fixed range volume profile, and that's how I find a lot of long day trading levels and intraday levels. So, right like that. That's the big level on the Qs right there, 547. If you lose that, it becomes pretty easy to hit back down here in the 530s, 525, 511. Yep. All right, my friends, I love you. I'll see you in the morning. I'll be on before market open. I'll be on at pre-market. Anybody in here that's not in the Discord, hit the description. Hit that top link. Join the Discord. Come trade live with me tomorrow. We'll teach you something. We'll make some money. We generally come out pretty good. Get some struggle days all the time here and there, but we do all right, man. All right. Love you, people. Good night. Get you some rest.